Howdy goons, I have a weird one for you today. Lenovo is getting into the handheld gaming market. No, not that one. The emulation handheld market. Before you get too excited, it's nothing crazy, but this year has been a year with minimal handheld launches due to the increased price of RAM. It's been so bad I even picked up my Switch 2 again. We've actually seen more exciting stuff coming from the controller market than anywhere else. So it's kind of surprising to see Lenovo making a handheld, and it's even more surprising that it's a low-powered, budget Linux-based handheld. It's odd for new Linux handhelds to come out because most of us have our budget Linux handheld of choice already. Hard to sell to someone who already has one. Everyone knows what to expect, their limitations, and which companies to buy from if you get one. You're either an R36S daughter or an Amberneck son. It's a weird choice to make a Linux-based handheld because anyone who wants one already has one. They're not hard to get. Let's take a look at what we know about it though. We have a listing for the Lenovo G02 on AliExpress and even on Lenovo's Chinese site, although the Chinese site doesn't want to load for me today. It's a vertical style handheld with an RK3326, which means if you already have an emulation handheld, this won't be worth picking up. It's kind of bottom of the barrel. It's on the weaker side of the handhelds, but still plenty good if you don't have one. It's better than nothing, is what I'm saying, but it still has pretty similar limitations to the H700 set from Amberneck. That means if you have something that can play PS1 and back already, you're already set. If you got it, it'd have to be for the funnies or for one of its other features. The developers kind of admit too that it's a weaker system by having it be a single stick unit. The RAM is a gig with 4GB internal memory and up to a terabyte added storage. It's another Linux handheld, that's for sure. The interesting part is its screen though. It's a 4.5-inch 4:3 display that's 768p. This is a very big handheld with a very big screen for the $63 price. If you see me talk about the Pocket Air Mini, the G02 screen is bigger than the already massive 4.2-inch screen on the PAM. It has a pretty standard battery though. It's 4000 milliamp, which means 5 hours of battery life, and it's USB-C charging with a USB OTG and DC port, and usually when those are separate, that means that the charging one is only 5 volt. We have some interesting features though. One of my biggest dislikes on vertical handhelds is how triggers are handled. Vertical handhelds were made before shoulder buttons were, standardized, so they weren't built with them in mind. All the systems that try to incorporate them don't tend to feel very comfortable to me. I haven't tried one yet that I thought was good or comfy. I don't think these ones will be good either, but the style is at least interesting. The way they come from the top and slope downward and out is low-key kind of sexy. Smash, basically. They appear to be pretty similar to RG477's shoulders, which I haven't tried personally yet. $240 is a little outside my means right now. The rest of the device is what you'd expect. 4 face buttons selected start, a button to toggle RGB on the stick, a stick, mono speaker, and a D-pad. But the D-pad is pretty interestingly designed. It appears to be similar to more shallow models like you'd see on the GBA SP. It's odd to put it on a full-featured handheld because usually these more shallow D-pads are reserved for more portable handhelds, ones that had to be smaller and fit in your pocket a little better, ones with clamshells usually. The design stands out too with the use of elongated hexagons in the central dot. The same hexagon shape is used for the RGB select and start buttons. It gives it a sort of dark futuristic look. The futuristic button shape is complemented by the red gradient option, making it look even more so like something from a dark, evil future. It looks like it's the handheld evil twin, like it should be wearing sunglasses. Along the bottom of the device, we can see what looks like 2 USB-C ports and a headphone jack. Weird that in current year we have OTG and DC separate, and power button and menu on the right side. It has Wi-Fi and the dimensions are, according to the box, 6.3 inches by 4.7 inches, making it a very big boy. It's even larger than the RG477V from Amberneck, despite having a smaller screen. Those measurements are from the box though, and other measurements say it's closer to the same size as the 477V at 6 inches long, which is still very long, very above average. Other than that, it appears to be your standard vertical slab. I'd be interested in getting my Cheeto Cake paws on one, but there are more interesting releases coming out, and I don't need another low-powered Linux handheld. I'm all set. The giant screen is tempting, but for handhelds I'd prefer something smaller and having HDMI out and screencasting. If I want a bigger screen, I'd probably just want it on my TV. Other than that, we don't have much info on it, as it doesn't list all the info. All we have to go on is what one buyer has shared on Twitter. Personally, I don't think it's a worthwhile purchase. The RK3326 is almost a decade old. Selling it for $80 after shipping is a bit much. There are better Linux handhelds that you can get for the same price, and for just a little bit more, you could get mid-ranged Android handhelds that play N64, PSP, and Dreamcast perfectly. I don't think that this appeals to many people since it's almost twice what the chip is worth, and we've been seeing some very powerful handhelds in the 80 to 120 range just this year alone. So, is this a secret budget banger, or just more e-waste? Let me know your thoughts below. Before we go, thanks to the members here on YouTube like AstroPixieYT, Willie Pete, Linky, and Dragon Fanatic. I'll see y'all later. I quite literally paused my game to be here. Bye.